Welcome to another in our series of Down the Supply Chain, where we highlight interesting suppliers in the industry. Today we're in Montreal with Guillermo Alonso, President of Alta Precision.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about Alta Precision and the products and the services that you offer?
Sure. Alta was founded in 1979 by my father and a partner. From the get-go, they were involved in the aerospace industry as a general machine shop, so producing components. We're very fortunate in Montreal to have major OEMs like Pratt & Whitney, Bombardier, CAE, and Bell Helicopters. So that was a good grounds for customers. And back then, that's what we were working for, these people, producing all types of aerospace components. That lasted about 20 years or so, until we realized that in order to grow, to go to the next level, we needed some type of niche, some type of expertise, not be a jack of all trades, but be a specialist. And that took us to the year approximately 2000, where we decided that one of the fields that we were operating in was landing gear, and we had the correct equipment and the customer base and the will to really differentiate ourselves by being a specialist of landing gear components. That's how we got involved in landing gear as of the year 2000 and never looked back in reality.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the landing gear components that you make and what you offer to customers in that regard.
So the types of components we produce are structural components, such as main landing gear, pistons and cylinders and axles and brake rods, nose landing gear, cylinders, drag braces. So all the larger type mechanical components that go into landing gear. Our customer base is tier ones, so people like Safran, Heru, DevTech, Liebherr, people that actually work with the airframers such as Boeing and Airbus and Bombardier. We also work with Embraer on the E2 platform on the main landing gear. The reason we work with Embraer is because they're the only airframer that actually has the capabilities to produce and design their own landing gear. So that's basically our customer base and our products that we produce.
Okay. What differentiates you from other companies? You began as a machine shop, and there are lots of machine shops, but you've grown substantially. What's the reason for that growth, and how do you differentiate yourself?
It started a while back when we decided to focus on landing gear. I started touring customers and offering our services of landing gear manufacturing components. And I got a little bit of, not pushback, but a little bit of comments from my customers or future potential customers asking me, well, what differentiates you? You're just a machine shop like any other machine shop. So what can you do for us that will, make you a necessity for us? That got me thinking, obviously, and because when you're a machine shop and you produce quality parts on time, you think you're the best, and why shouldn't you get the business, right? So after giving it some thought and really digging into our brains as to what to do, an opportunity came up where we had the opportunity to invest into special processing. So our parts require a lot of post-machining processing to protect them against corrosion, stress, so things like chrome, HVOF, cadmium, all these coatings that we need to apply on parts. And we're a large consumer of that type of process. So an opportunity came up in 2010 to invest in a facility, which we did. So that really changed the service that we offer to our customers by giving us the vertical integration. So we now control the machining aspect of a part, but we also control the special processing, and we also added paint and assembly services. So today, based on all these investments that we've done, we're able to supply a customer with a complete turnkey system, sub-assembly of major components for their landing gear.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about some of your customers and what major programs that you're supporting today?
So we work with mainly what we call in the pyramid the tier ones, right? Which are guys like Safran, guys like companies like Liebherr, Heru. We also work with U.S. Air Force directly, supplying components for pretty much all the legacy platforms, such as C-130, KC-135, B-52, F-15, F-16, all those types of components. On the commercial side, we supply double aisle and single aisle platforms. So the major platforms that we're involved in is on double aisle is A330, A350, 787, 777. And on the single aisles, we're involved on the C Series and on the Embraer E2. And we're trying to get involved on the A320 and the 737. Trying.
Where do you see future growth coming for your business, and what's in the future for Alta Precision?
Alta Precision is a approximately 110-man shop, between 20 and 30 million dollars of revenue. So we're a relatively small player in the arena of landing gear players. I see the growth coming from the demands from our customers are to take on larger packages, more integrated products and packages. So we need to grow, and the way to grow, in my opinion, is to consolidate, to somehow find other SMEs that will match our level of competency that we require to serve our customers better. So I see growth in the future going through some type of mergers with other SMEs to become a larger mass.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.